I'm Rachel Mullins, President and CEO of the Putnam Museum Science Center. We're a museum of history, culture, and science in Davenport, Iowa. As we were putting together this year's exhibit season, we knew we had to take advantage of a very special milestone in women's history. The passage of the 19th Amendment passed 100 years ago on August 26, 1920. In creating this exhibit, Liberated Voices Changed Lives, we reached out into the community, to our local libraries, to historians, and to iconic institutions like Royal Neighbors of America to look at the different milestones and facets of the suffrage movement that should be represented. It was agreed that technology represented incredible change at the time. So the exhibit features about 40 of these technologies that were a foundation for the suffrage movement because they changed the way women were living and the amount of time that they had to be outside of the home. The telephone is a really interesting example of that. It created a network for women. Not only did it save time from letter writing, but it also gave them incredible access and a spontaneity available to them to be able to reach out and make connection with others in the political movement itself. The exhibit also features the people of the time, both for and against suffrage. In 1895, Royal Neighbors was created by 9 pioneering women to explore the rights of women, both ensure and advocate for women and their children. In 1910, they wrote a play, The Suffragette Social. It went across the country to the Royal Neighbors chapters to provide an advocacy tool for women around the nation. At one point in the play, as a nod to Patrick Henry, an actor states, "We have rocked the baby's cradle long enough. As for me, give me a chance to be president and stateswoman and congresswoman and alderwoman and policewoman, or give me death." The exhibit also includes artifacts from Royal Neighbors of America. As a fraternal organization, Royal Neighbors meetings often included ritual content. Officers wore beautiful badges and pens which are found on display. Camps, or the chapters, also had select drill teams who performed a complex series of ceremonial floor work, typically involving banners with the 5 graces or founding principles of faith, unselfishness, courage, endurance, and modesty. The exhibit also includes a gavel, once used by one of the first Supreme Oracles or presidents of Royal Neighbors, Eliza Watt, during official meetings. The ivory gavel was obtained on a trip to Alaska in 1908. By 1911, at the Supreme Camp or National Convention in Denver, Colorado, Royal Neighbors positioned itself as a progressive women's organization by formally declaring the Society's support for universal suffrage, adopting what would now be thought of as a political platform. In less than a decade of political advocacy by RNA and supporters across the nation, the 19th Amendment would pass, recognizing the right of women to vote. I want to thank Royal Neighbors of America for your support and for your partnership on the creation of this fascinating exhibit. I also want to celebrate your 125 years of service to the Quad Cities community and across the country. Thank you.